Hey y'all, this is Dina. Welcome to my channel. Okay, so I am here today to do something a little bit different. I have had several people write to me and tell me they are new to the crafting world and what kind of supplies do I think that they would need to get started. So, these are just my own opinions, so just want to let you know this is just my opinions so yeah, let's just get started. So if you are interested in making any kind of paper craft, like if you wanted to make cards or whatever, the most important thing you're gonna need is some good scissors. And you can use any kind of scissors. I have all kinds of scissors in my craft room. And yeah, the good scissors, you'd need a good adhesive like some glue. I use art glitter glue a lot, and I also use Mod Podge glue quite a bit. I use some double-sided tape and all that, and so I used to have a tape gun, a tape runner gun, the ATG gun, but mine broke, so I haven't invested in it again. But yeah, that's a great thing to have. So yeah, so glue, scissors, that's pretty much the basics of what you would need, and some good cardstock. So just throw in some cardstock in there. That would be a good way to get started. And so yeah. Now, personally, I'm kind of spoiled. You don't have to have a paper trimmer to get started, but it makes your life a lot easier. So if it was me, I would invest in like a paper trimmer, because these work great and you're able to get more precise cuts. So I would invest in a good paper trimmer. So scissors, paper trimmer, some good glue and tape, paper, and like if you wanted to have any writing utensils or anything like that. Those are kind of some basics to get started. Now, if you wanted to go the extra mile and you wanted to make shapes or something like that, you can always cut them with your scissors. You can draw it and cut it if you can draw well. Just cut it out, do the best you can, and anybody can do that. And you can just use your scissors. But if you want to go the extra step, these punches right here, I've got a lot of different kind of styles of punches and stuff. It works great to have these on hand, because if you need a quick 2.5-inch scallop, you just punch it out in about half a second, you're ready to go. So I have several different punches. I have like a bucket full of different kind of punches that I've collected over time. So those are always nice to have too. Now, a good glue gun is something that is always good to have in your craft room as well. I have several of different little glue guns, and I just buy these glue guns at like Michael's or Hobby Lobby on their like $3.99 rack, and they work just fine. So yeah, that's something great to have too. Now, also a good hole puncher is always a good thing to have. This one right here is the EK Successes hole puncher, and I like this one. If you watch my videos, I use it all the time. It's got that guide in there, so you're always going to be punching in precisely the same spot every time if you line it up correctly. So those are a few things that you would need if you want to start paper crafting. Now, if you want to go a little bit extra step, and you want to just start making, if you want to start scoring things, having a scoreboard is a really good thing to have too. Mine's got glue on it. I need to use some of my glue gun and get it off. But yeah, a good scoreboard is good. And I even have some paper trimmers that have the scoreboard on them. So you can just get the combo and pay one price for both items. You know, they both work well. So that's always a good thing to have. That's not a must, but it is. I would invest in. If I was just starting, these are a few things that I would get to get started. So now, if you wanted to start making envelopes and cards, and you wanted to make your own envelopes, this envelope punch board is the best thing ever, because you can make cards and envelopes. You can make bows out of this. You can make all kinds of stuff. just out of this one. Now I have this one, and I also have the other one that has the extender, and it's white and it opens up. I kind of like this one better because, you know, I'm 54 years old and I have to have glasses to read, and so this one is easier for me to see. So that's why I kind of like this one a little bit better than my white one. When I want to maybe score something that's a little bit larger than what this is, I'll pull that one out because it has that extender and it makes it a little easier. So yeah, that's a great addition to your craft room as well if you're getting started. If you wanted to go a little extra farther than that, and you wanted to say make a traveler's notebook, what you're going to need to make that traveler's notebook is your scoreboard, your paper trimmer, possibly some scissors, a good hole punch, let's see, some glue or an adhesive. If you want to go the little extra step, you can invest in this corner chomper. It's by We Are Memory Keepers. Now, you don't have to invest in that. If you don't have that, but yet you have this, you can use this on the top, and it will around your corners as well. But I wanted one of these for Christmas. That's why I told my husband I want one of those corner chompers for Christmas and all that, because I was too cheap to try to invest in it myself. And go figure, in the end, my husband never made it there to get it for me. So I ended up buying it for myself for Christmas, and I even put it under the tree. So yeah, I've used the punk out of it. In fact, the other day, it was kind of getting a little hard to tug on, you know, to kind of squeeze. So I told my husband, I think it needs a little WD-40. And so he took it out and he blew all the paper out of it and oiled it up for me. Works like a charm. So let's get back. If you wanted to make a traveler's notebook, you would need the paper trimmer, some good adhesive. You would need some of this elastic, and this is 2mm. I got this on Amazon. I like to use some double-sided tape. Let's see here. You would need a laminating machine, because if you would want a laminated cover. And you would need, of course, the laminating sheets to go with it. And yeah, and just some paper to put inside. And you could just start with just a basic traveler's notebook that way. And then work your way up to embellishing up the way you want it to. So anyway, so that is a few things that I could think of that if I was new, those were there would be some items that I would want to have in my craft room. All those other things that we have, all the stickers and all the different kind of paper and all that, and all that other stuff like that, you know, those are all just kind of things that make it fun. And so, yeah, start investing in paper, and you can just stock up from the craft store just little at a time when they're on sale. And you could start with maybe some printed paper, and then maybe, you know, I would also include some solid if you want to make some good cards or something and you want to do some layering. That would be good as well too. So, but yeah, the most important things you would need to get started if you have nothing, some good scissors, possibly the paper trimmer, and some good adhesive, glue, and, you know, and paper. And you could make anything you wanted. You could just make it. So yeah, you could just create all kinds of stuff with just those few items. Now all these other things make our life a lot easier and make things more precise, and so that's what's great about them. Now if you wanted to go one extra little step, I have the Cricut Explore Air 2, and I've had mine for about a year. Before that I had just the regular Cricut Expression. I still have it. It still works good. It's in my closet. But yeah, I got the Air 2 about a month before the Cricut Maker came out. And the Cricut Maker is beautiful. I went to the Cricut seminar and I saw it, how it works and everything like that. And it really was awesome. But you know what? I like my Air 2 and it does what I need it to do. So to make all the different shapes, so I want things to want it to cut it for me, or if I want it to write for me or whatever, yeah, it works wonderfully. Now the Cricut, any Cricut would work good Or if you wanted to go for the expression, I've never used that, not the expression, the silhouette. I've never used it, but I'm sure it's just a wonderful product as well. So anyway, those are pretty much some basics of what you can use to get started. And all these other things are just fun things to make everything more precise and make it a little bit easier on you. All the punches and things like that, that just makes it easier when you're doing your crafting. So I guess you're in the end just going to have to decide what kind of project you want. And if you can just start it off with just scissors, glue, and paper, and all that, then go for it, you know, and just see if the crafting is for you. I hope it is, because crafting is awesome. So, but yeah, I hope that the people that have asked for this video, I hope that you find this helpful. And again, this was my own opinions of things that I think that would be good to start off with. But yeah, let's see. So before I go, I want to give a little shout out to a very sweet lady. I came home from work today and I found this very sweet card she had made me in my mailbox today. And yeah, her name is Deborah, and she was the lady that won my very first 100 subscriber winner. And so I've got to be communicating a lot with her, and she sounds like such a wonderful lady. And I came home to this great surprise of this card and these 2 packs of stickers in my mailbox. And thank you so much, Miss Deborah, if you're watching. Thank you so much for sending these to me. I really appreciate it. And yeah, so I'll have to send you some happy mail back. So watch out for that soon. So anyway, I just wanted to say thank you so much for thinking of me, and that was very kind, and I'm very touched that you would send this to me. So yeah, I think that that's about all. And I mean, pretty much we wanted to discuss what you need to get started to craft. If you just want to do basic stuff and just see what you think, then keep adding all the goodies to it, and those make it a lot more fun. But you don't have to. So anyway, well, I hope that you found this, and hope you find this helpful. And yeah, thank you to all the new subscribers that have subscribed to my channel. And if you haven't subscribed and you would like to, just hit that subscribe button. And if you want to take a little extra step further, you can hit that notification bell, and it will tell you when I upload videos. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and thank you for subscribing, and I hope you have a good day. Bye, y'all.